Welcome back, Chargers. I'm Emerson.
And I'm Meredith.
And you're watching
WCTV. Happy New Year, Chargers. Hope you guys had a great break.
Before we start our first episode of WCTV for 2020, let's recap of the past decade.
As we all know, the decade has come to an end.
And we have seen many iconic moments and media releases in this 10-year span. We'll be counting down the top 3 albums, games, movies, and sports moments from this year based on a few polls we ran and overall popularity.
As far as albums go, we have Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, Tame Impala's Currents, and Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Each of those having iconic songs such as Backseat Freestyle, The Less I Know the Better, and All of the Lights.
Some honorable mentions are the 2020 Experience and 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Video games. How can we only pick 3? As so many good games came out this decade. After careful consideration, we've narrowed it down to Grand Theft Auto 5 and Black Ops 2, 2 games that you'd hop on with your friends and play for hours on end. And of course, at our third slot, we have to go with Minecraft, which has had about a decade of relevance now.
You know, Minecraft would be my personal favorite. Some honorable mentions are Fortnite and Halo Reach.
Top 3 movies of the decade. Let's get it out of the way. It being the highest grossing animated movie of the decade, it really does have an iconic soundtrack. Frozen. And of course, it would be impossible to not include Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, it's such a great movie that spawned so many memes, also being the climax of the great stories of the Avengers. A sleeper pick that is reviewed really well is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that I really enjoyed over the summer of 2019. With a little bit of everything, Tarantino does not disappoint with an absolutely unforgettable ending.
Honorable mentions go to Endgame, being the highest grossing movie ever, as well as Get Out and Django Unchained.
Next and finally, we have the best sports moments of the decade. Starting us off, we have the iconic Ray Allen 3 that sent the series into a 7th grade and was a total heartbreaker for us Spurs fans. But we got them next year. Following that is a crazy timeline of Super Bowl 52, in which the Eagles beat the reigning champs with the backup QB Nick Foles in an unforgettable matchup with great moments like QBs catching passes, QBs dropping passes, and more. Before we reveal the obvious number 1,
here are some honorable mentions. Tiger Woods winning the Masters again in 2019, the Seahawks not running the football, and Kobe's last game. As we all know, the 2016 Finals is the number 1 moment of the decade, with many iconic moments like Draymond's suspension in Game 5, Cavs coming back 3-1, the Cavs defeating the 73-9 Warriors, and of course, Kyrie's dagger 3 and LeBron's iconic block on Andre Iguodala. This is truly the most unforgettable sports moment of the decade. Well, Chargers, we'll see you in a bit. Thanks for watching, and welcome back, Chargers.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Emerson, what are some of your resolutions?
Well, my resolutions are to start eating healthier, and I want to keep up with my daily calendar.
You know, for me, I really just want to finish out this last semester of senior year strong. Senior gang.
Oh, yeah.
Let's check in with some of the students and see what their resolutions are.
Welcome back to another riveting segment of WCTV. Matthew, my man.
Yeah.
How's it going, son?
Doing all right.
It's good. It's good. What is your New Year's resolution?
To be more selfless.
So, it's a new year, a new decade, all that amazing stuff. Love that. What is your New Year's resolution?
Drink water, eat ramen.
I love that for you. You do that.
Mine's probably to work out more. I mean, I'm really skinny. I'm pretty underweight.
Honestly, I just want to work out more and try to spend more time with family and friends, honestly. To drop all the drama that's happening lately.
What is your New Year's resolution?
I don't make those.
It's a brand new decade. It's a new year. It's January 6th. Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Not at all.
Would you like to make one?
Probably not.
Struck out again.
Hi, Ms. Schaefer. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thank you for asking.
So, it's a new decade, a new year, all that amazing stuff. What is your New Year's resolution?
Well, my goal and my resolution is I want to travel more this summer for fun. We're off for 3 weeks, so I'm going to go somewhere fun and relax and maybe lay on a beach.
I love that for you. You do that. I support you.
All right.
Those resolutions sound pretty wicked.
Up next, we have John David and Alex with this month's movie review.
Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises of all time and has been through a lot over the years. The original trilogy was amazing, except for Return of the Jedi. But then we got the prequels. Do I even need to say how bad they are? So, what did I think of Episode 9, you ask?
Helped in the escape.
It's bad. The movie feels like it's going too fast, like there's 2 films in one, but it's chopped up to be 1 film. The first act pretty much goes by in a flash. Not only that, but the writing was too campy. It's trying too hard to be funny. People complain that Marvel movies try hard to be funny, but this movie tries too hard and it only works 15% of the time. The editing was also horrible too. Some scenes were just too long, and some were just too slow. There's a reason why the razor tool exists, you know. Not only that, but the film tries so hard to fix stuff from episode 8, which only complicated stuff, and they try to do new stuff, which was even stupid for Star Wars and made things even more complicated. All the old cast barely do anything or get respect, except for Chewbacca. And why did they even add a new droid? Probably just for the toys. Even Kylo Ren, who I liked, I really respected his character, was ruined in this film. Even the final battle wasn't that exciting. It was like Endgame. Heck, even bigger than Endgame in terms of scale. But I wasn't yelling out of my seat. I was just bored. I can't express how mad I am about this film without going over my PG rating. But all I can say is that Disney ruined Star Wars. They ruined one of the greatest franchises of all time. It inspired sci-fi and every other thing we love. But now, it's a franchise to smoke out of because
we've got to have money.
I don't know how Star Wars is going to be after this. With the new trilogy being left in the open, and this movie, it may be a long time till we get another good Star Wars movie. The only good Star Wars media now is The Mandalorian and Fallen Order. So, the final score would have been a 5 out of 10, but because of the awful pacing, bad writing, and horrible editing, and the fact that this was a Star Wars movie to end the Skywalker storyline is the reason why I'm giving this film a 2 out of 10. That's right, I'd rather see Venom than watch this movie. I would even watch the prequels than watch this film ever again.
Martin Scorsese's 3.5-hour long movie, The Irishman, feels like a love letter to his classic Goodfellas-esque style. It's another crime drama. It's based on real events, the Teamsters Union, Jimmy Hoffa. It also stars the classic actors. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Harvey Keitel shows up for a couple of minutes, and Joe Pesci, and holy do they all look so old. Overall, there isn't much to say about The Irishman. The only negative aspects include some CGI blood that looked bad and De Niro's wimpy curb stomp. But the editing, pacing, cinematography, lighting, acting, production design, de-aging, aging effects, all the acting, the effects, all help make this film an 8 out of 10. Noah Baumbach's film, Marriage Story, aka Divorce Story, aka Kylo Ren and Black Widow argue over their child's custody,
Do not compare me to my father.
is a fascinating take on how divorce can tear people apart. It shows that even when two agree to be civil about a divorce, it'll inevitably unravel into chaos. Both actors, Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, give Oscar-worthy performances, and what is most impressive is that the film doesn't push for whose side is right and whose is wrong. Just like real life, each side has their own story for why they don't love each other anymore. I liked it. It's sad, realistic, and told in a personal yet neutral way that anyone who's dealt with these types of events can relate to. 8 out of 10.
Thanks, guys. Those movies look great.
Here we have Cross and Bloomer once again, this time to show us what's going on with Dub C Sports.
Welcome back, Chargers. Cross Garcia.
Andrew Bloomer.
You know, it's a great time to be a Cowboys fan. They got a new head coach and a new special teams coordinator. You know, that's pretty important, not gonna lie. But Giants get anyone special?
Let's just get going.
Welcome back to another great year of Charger sports. We had unforgettable years from football and volleyball. As we transition into the second semester, our basketball, wrestling, and soccer clubs are kicking into gear. Boys basketball had an impressive start heading into districts with an outstanding record of 13 wins and 7 losses out of district. They played hard against Reagan and play Lee next week. Go Dub C Hoops.
Soccer began preseason and is 2-1-1 so far. They beat Warren Tuesday and they play Bernie next Thursday. Girls soccer is also going up. They are 2-2 after beating O'Connor the other day. Keep at it, Lady Chargers. Swim has a meet Friday at Blossom. Good luck to the swimmers.
You know, I'm somewhat of a swimmer myself.
Are you?
Yeah, I did diving.
Really?
No, I didn't. That's all the time we have for today, Chargers. I am yours truly, Cross Garcia.
Andrew Bloomer.
And this is Dub C Sports.
Thanks once again, Bloomer and Cross.
Now let's see what's new in the gaming world with One Up Gaming.
What's up, nerds? Did you miss me? I hope you did. It's time for more games. Finally! Alrighty, for this month we will be talking about just a few games. First up, we have Moons of Madness. This game is currently already out for PC, but on January 21st, it'll be released for PS4 and Xbox One. Developed by Rock Pocket Games, this game is a cosmic horror type genre. With your only hope of rescue millions of miles away, you'll be forced to explore the real-world fears of isolation and paranoia, enhanced with supernatural elements and cosmic horror. Terrifying visions and monstrous apparitions will make you question what is real and what is not, as the very fabric of reality threatens to tear at its seams. God, that sounds exciting. I'd love to play this when it comes out, but I'm broke. Moving on, this one's for you anime fans. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Okay, I've only seen a few episodes of Dragon Ball Z, so I honestly have no idea who these characters are, but God, does this game look cool. Narrated in Japanese with English subtitles, relive the story of Goku and other Z fighters in epic battles, experience life in the Dragon Ball Z world as you fight, fish, eat, and repeat, and train with Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and others. Explore the new areas as you advance through the story and form powerful bonds with other heroes from the Dragon Ball Z universe. Awesome, man. It seriously looks super cool. I might have to add another anime onto my watch list. It's finally 2020, a brand new year and decade. There's been countless of amazing games that were released the last 10 years, but let's see what my fellow students think are some of the best. Matthew, what are some of your favorite games that came out this decade?
I'd probably have to say Doom 2016 is one of my favorite games of all time.
What are some of your favorite games that came out this decade? Apex. So, what are some of your favorite games that were released this last decade?
Minecraft.
What is your favorite game of the decade, sir?
Probably The Last of Us.
I cried. What are your favorite game or games of the decade?
Super Mario Bros. On the Wii.
What are your favorite games of the decade?
Wii Sports.
Roblox. Temple Run 1 and 2. Angry Birds.
What are your favorite games of the decade?
Black Ops.
Black Ops 2 all the way.
As always, thanks for watching, guys. I can't wait to see y'all again. Until then, happy gaming.
Make sure to follow us on WCTV_Chargers on Instagram for more cool behind-the-scenes content. Hope you guys have a great start to your 2020.
Now we're gonna make like a banana and split.
Peace out, y'all.